I chose the graffiti life because it was either gangs or graffiti, and graffiti saved my life. When people
Mm.
say it, and I see it on TV or excuse me on like T-shirts or in in passing, like I resonate. My skin crawls. It boils up because I'm like that. It did. I learned to make my own mean streaks in fifth grade.
No shit, huh?
Hell
Oh, the
yeah!
mean
Take
streak, dog.
crayons,
You took me
get
back,
the
homie. Melt them
Windex,
up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
melt
Of
them
course.
up. Come
Yes.
on,
I just
oh
remember. You
shit!
just took it back, dog.
Ah,
You just took it
my
back.
boy.
Homemade mean streaks, man.
OG dog,
Sometime we'd
original.
have $5 or whatever, $7 to get that mean streak.
Dude, we're in fifth grade. We can't buy them. I'm in
That
fifth
too.
grade. I'm just
We're the generation. Me and Funko's generation is the reason why you go into Home Depot now and everything is locked up,
Mhm,
because we would go on
mhm.
raids. We would go on, you know what I'm saying, like 7, 8 big ass
Racking
baggage
mission.
racking. Exactly, it was called racking, and you would just run
Rack them
into
up.
a Home Depot or a warehouse store or something like that, and you just rack it up. We're the
Go get
reason
a big
why.
bucket.
Yeah,
Just load up
not
the
endorsing
bucket.
this. I'm just saying we were dumb kids doing it,
Right.
and
This
it
is
was
what we did.
fun, homie. And I was in the scene myself, and when I got out of it was like early 90, 91, because it started
Okay.
to turn into a gang thing. All the crews were adding 13 to their
Yeah,
back of their
yeah.
name, and I was just like, okay, this ain't what I'm about. I didn't get into this to be a gangster because I never wanted to be a gang member. I just
Word.
wanted to write and get my name up as much as I could. You know what I mean? So once the 13 and this started adding, I was like, all right, I'm out. Peace. You know what I mean? But what do you remember about that time? You know what I'm saying? The kind of like the
So
transition from tagging to tag banging.
so those moments in time were again that choice. Everybody had a choice. Every little brother had an older brother, except me for a while, because my brother came in the picture around '89. So from my whole youth till '89, '88, somewhere around there. Damn, I don't know when they got together, but I just remember being the guy that had friends from everywhere. Social butterfly from day one. Everybody was my homie, at least my buddy or my friend. And all those kids had older brothers. Each one of those guys was already put onto the hood, like solid. So when they saw me, it was, oh, that's my little brother's homie. Leave him alone. Don't fuck with them. So it's like dude, I had a pass everywhere I went. So when you say, oh, you paint in East LA, that's scary, that's this, that's that. But to me, it was like, and then and now is a lot different. I moved away for a while, and I remember losing touch with everybody. But I still don't, I never lost that fear, that mentality. You know, I lost the fear. I never had that fear because all these the homies that I had, and some of them didn't get along with each other, you know, and their brothers didn't get along with each other. But I was still given that pass of like, well, that's still my little brother's friend. So I could be at any liquor store I wanted playing Street Fighter 2 or even Street Fighter on Indiana. Street Fighter on Indiana at the little liquor store right here.
That
off
was
of
my
6th
crack,
Street.
dog. That was my crack, homie.
Dog. Right in front of Rowan Avenue. I'll still remember the day I put my quarter down and didn't have to use it for like a whole hour for the rest of the day. Like I set it down and I just started whooping on everybody. And I kept looking at the quarter like, damn, I haven't used it yet. Damn, oh my God, like I'm doing it. But there was no Instagram. There was nobody promoting it, boasting it, hyping it up. But I
Who
remember
was your
that day.
favorite guy? I passed it with
Come on,
everybody.
I
Dalsum, Zagiv. I mean, I passed it
Ryu.
with Ryu.
All
Ryu, Ken.
the way.
I was a Ken guy.
All the way
Okay.
Ryu.
Yeah, okay.
100% Ryu. I want to get him
you
tatted. Yashidouken. Exactly. Show Ryu can, man. But that was it. It was video games, marbles, pogs eventually came in the mix. Shout out to my sixth grade teacher, Mr. Rodella at Rowan Avenue, because he taught me the value of collecting, the value of value. These baseball cards have value, and not only do they have value in them, but I will give you one for your good grades. I will give you one if you shut up in my class. I will give you one if you stop talking to all the girls in my class. You know what I'm saying? Like, just mind your business. Stop being so social. But not in my class. There's a time and a place for everything. And this is your reward. He would give out baseball cards, but that dude would give me the dope ones, the Bowmans, the Donruss, like all-star ones, the Master Blasters from Upper Deck.
Nice.
Like, just these cool looking ones, but they also held value. This was a Jose Canseco. This was a Oral Hershiser. This was Lenny Harris. These are these golden era baseball players, you know? And he would shoot me those cards like, yeah, I give cards to anybody. And they're kind of like, whatever, you know, Ted Kaczynski. Like, that's not a name, but you know what I mean? Like some random dudes. And he'd pass those out. And like, I would get the dope ones, you know, 100%. A lot of people told me my whole life, like, I can see you doing this. I can see you doing that. You should try this. You should try that. And for the longest, forever, and it'll still stay this way. I don't want to share my talents or my good vibes with just everybody. I want it in condensed little batches between you and me on the phone right now and whoever's listening, between whoever's in the car riding with me that day, between me and whoever's at my sesh when I pull up every Tuesday and Thursday. And I don't go live on there. I should go live more, but I don't. I don't want to put it out there. I don't want to water it down. I want you to be there, hear me, feel me, smell me. You smell me? And say weird things like that. Like, what do you mean? What is this guy saying he smells for? Like, no, it's not a smell. It's
40.
an essence. Exactly. You smell me? Like, everything raised me, dog. From what you can remember to now, help push forward what I wanted to be and what I didn't want to be as well. You know?
I love that, homie.
The graffiti came out as my outlet. I remember hitting the bathroom that first time with my homemade streak. It was blue. Caught my name. I wrote my dad's nickname, but in a different form. You know, he's the Spanish word of sapito. So I wrote Froggy.
Gotcha.
Just, I'm going to follow his footsteps, but not. I'm going to go my way, but still try to, you know, I love that man. Here's an homage. That was my first ever homage to him, and I don't even think he knew that. I think he passed away without ever knowing that I did that. You know what I mean? And now today that I have the FUNKO Cholos, you know, shout out to Good Intentions, Bad Decisions, the homie Anthony, because he created this character. When I told him, yo, me and the homies just came up with the FUNKO Cholos. I need a logo. And he came up with the character. And it was just epic. I was like, yo, this is just as good as the way that the FUNKO Cholo story came about itself. This character itself is dope just as much, you know? And from that point on, when I showed my mom, she said immediately, that's Ronnie. That's your dad. That's exactly how he dresses. And with the beanie and the Pendleton, the blue pants, black pants, gray pants. He's a stylish individual, you know? He always wore different type of clothes and had his Stacey Adams, but he still had some, like, you know, sneakers and whatever. And that was my dad. And when she said that, that's when I knew, like, this is the homage to my dad where he can live forever. And I could put his face in every hood. Wow. Because he taught me inadvertently that, you know, because he didn't want to go nowhere. He didn't want to go to Venice Beach. He didn't want to go to Santa Monica. He didn't want to go travel and leave South Del Monte. So that showed me that if I'm not going to be like him, I'm not allowed to be like him, then I have to go to these places. I have to travel the world. I can't be scared of this shit. And not saying that he was being scared, but that was just his lifestyle. His hood, his block, he ran things with his brothers, you know?